how devotees have to lead their life. Generally, we all practice Ekadasi. So why it is so important to practice Ekadasi? There is one story related in Vedic Purana. So this is the story of King Rukmangada. He was a great king, a great devotee of the Lord, a serious practitioner of bhakti. Because being the king, he decided that in his entire kingdom, everybody has to practice Ekadasi. He made a rule. So entire kingdom started practicing Ekadasi, entire kingdom became devotees of the Lord. And it is said that many people have become transformed, that as soon as they quit their bodies, they went back to the spiritual world. Over a period of time, Yamaraja's place became empty, it seems. Because of this king, because of his ruling, Yamaraja's place was becoming free. Yamaraja became free. So when he became free, he went and informed Lord Brahma, my service is free, now what should I do? Please do something. So then Brahma thought for a moment. He understood all this is because of Rukmangada's severe bhakti practicing. So he is making all his people in the kingdom practice bhakti. So he created one beautiful girl out of his mind, so charming, so enchanting. She was named Mohini, and she was instructed to go and capture the mind of Rukmangada and persuade him to break the Ekadasi. So she came to the kingdom. At that time, the king was visiting all his subjects. He was getting to know what is happening there everywhere. So to attract the attention of the king, Mohini came there in a most beautiful dress and she started singing in a most beautiful voice. The voice was so clean and pure that even the animals and other living entities got attracted to that voice. What to speak of humans? The king became fascinated. He wanted to understand where that knowledge, where that sound is coming. King became fascinated. He wanted to understand where that knowledge, where that sound is coming. So when he came there, he saw that beautiful lady. He became enchanted. He became enamored. He became carried over. He approached that lady and asked, "Who are you? Why did you come from? Where did you come from? What is your purpose here?" Then she started saying that my name is Mohini. I have been created by Lord Brahma. I am the daughter of Lord Brahma. I have come in search of a most beautiful husband. I heard many details about you, your glories across the universe. So I became very much carried away by your thoughts and I came here. I wanted to become your wife. So he was also very much infatuated, so immediately agreed. Then Mohini put one condition. I will be your wife on one condition, that you will fulfill all my desires. At any particular point, you will not break my desire. Because he became infatuated by lust, he agreed. So over a period of time, he kept his son Dharmangada as the king, and he went with his wife and he started enjoying. So over a period of time, they became lost in the sense gratification perspective, but he never left his material duties, like following Ekadasi, all these things he had not quit. At one particular point, then this Kartik Masa has come, very soon it is starting. So he went and asked his wife, I wanted to do this Kartik Vrata. So I am asking your permission before starting. So then he was silent, but he heard in the next minute, he heard his son passing on a message that tomorrow is Ekadasi, all of you follow, should Ekadasi. A reminder has gone from his son. So then he came to his wife and said, I think tomorrow is Ekadasi, so I will do one thing, I will do my Ekadasi Vrata tomorrow, and I had instructed the eldest queen to follow this Kartik Vrata on my behalf, because I don't want to dissatisfy you. Then queen became very angry, Mohini became very angry, and she said, no, I wanted you to follow with me, tomorrow you should have lunch with me. Then he said, it is not possible. I cannot break my Vrata. I cannot follow. I have been asking the whole people in my country to follow this Ekadasi, and I myself cannot follow this Ekadasi, then does not set a right perspective. So he was trying to argue, but Mohini is very adamant. She said, you have promised me that you will follow all my desires, fulfill all my desires. and you started breaking all my desire. Then he said, any other desire which will not compromise from my spiritual perspectives. I will follow any other desire, not these. In the meantime, son came there, Dharmangada. He had asked, what is the commotion and all. So Mohini explained the situation. Then he persuaded the father, because you have made a promise, you follow. Then father was not listening. He was also very reluctant. Then boy went to his mother and said, my dear mother, you speak to the sister Mohini and persuade her to change her mind. Mother tried everything, but Mohini was very adamant. Mohini became so adamant, she said, if your husband is not ready to follow this Ekadasi Vrata, then he has to chop off his dear son's head and give it as a gift to me. Then mother was so shocked. I came here to pacify her. Now she is asking me to sacrifice my own son. But she wanted to keep her principle. She wanted to protect her husband's religious duties also. So she went to her husband and convinced him, see, attachment to family, attachment to son, wife, all these things are material perspectives. So keep your material perspectives aside. Keep your spiritual perspectives in the priority. Because you have king, you have promised. We have two options, either break Ekadasi or sacrifice your son and hand it over. So at that particular point, son also came there, took a sword and placed it in front of his father, and he said, my dear father, do not be attached to these material perspectives, all these sons, family, all these things and all. Sacrifice me and be in the religious standing. Do not lose your character. So father also, after so much hearing from the son, wife, all these things and all, he became prepared to sacrifice his son. At the moment when he was about to chop off the son's head, the entire earth started trembling. Everywhere there is disturbance. The oceans were agitated. Everywhere that they could experience in the nature, in the land, in the sky, everywhere the disturbance was there. And suddenly Lord Vishnu appeared there and took that sword from his hand. And he said, I am very much satisfied with you. This is my Maya. I wanted to see how sincere you are. Because you have been very much practicing to bhakti, you, your wife and your son will go back to my home, back home, back to Godhead, Vaikuntha Lokas, because of your sincere devotion towards me. The thing is the determination to follow. Now how much I can do, what I can do. If you can do Nirjala, better. If your body does not support, at least take water. If you cannot even drink, you are not able to sustain with water, take some fruit or milk or something like that. So in that way, do increase your level of austerity. That's in once in 15 days, how much we can do. Not at this point of sacrificing your service and trying to sleep. So if you can, body can manage, if you can do all your services also simultaneously, increase the level of austerity. Whatever we can, little more. How much we can? 10%, make it 10, 15, 20. Till the body supports, let us engage in tapasya. Once the body does not support, then we can eat something. So that what happens? The detachment from material perspectives comes.